Good morning, Earth Anchors. Happy mid-June. It is not June gloom. On the contrary, it is lovely and it's fruitful and it's abundant and it's promising, and there is not a chemtrail in the sky. There is a beautiful breeze and there's a lot of sunshine. So what I wanted to address today, for those of us that are looking to hold peace, there is a very delicate dance between being very acutely aware of what's going on in the world and what's being co-created at a massive scale, huge pockets of society that are co-creating, very awakened and very self-directed individuals that are co-creating agendas that we are looped into or otherwise been corralled into choosing to participate in or not. Let me give you a good example of that. If you are earning money and spending money, you have been corralled into a massive herd co-creative operation that is all still illusion. It serves a very, very finite aspect of the population, very finite. It has enslaved most of the globe, and those that participate in it, either because they think they have no other choice or because they actively think that is the way it should be, are not co-creating something intentionally and well thought out and with a great deal of back-end wisdom prior to participation. You just got rung into it by birth, by social security card, by your citizenship, wherever you happen to live. And it's part of the system as you were born into it and as you unconsciously, mostly unconsciously, adopted it. But we have all kinds of fragmentalized systems and ideas about what's going to happen next. And if you're paying attention to rocket launches that are going to ensure a level of 5G and future tech that looks a lot more dystopian and a lot more like Hollywood, quite frankly, than most of us would have actively chosen, if you're paying attention to what's going on with Iran and what I would deem as red flag propaganda to keep us focused on other things and in fear of the bad guy. You know, perpetually, America always has a bad guy, don't we? You know, the globe plays the same game, but the United States has mastered the chess game on that one. There's always going to be a bad guy, and sometimes it's a repeat cycle for decades, and other times we just bounce around and find new villains to get everybody all upset about. And of course, always the inherent battle between, you know, the elephants and the donkeys and politics. It's a never-ending, ceaseless play. And you have to ask yourself why that is. So you have to know the bad news first before you can move into the good news. And here is the good news. You get to choose. You have so much more power to choose than you know. Your choices may alienate you from people that were a part of your staple crowd. And every single really expansive teacher, every profound waysayer will tell you, you will. That's part of the sacrifice. You can't look mainstream and move and have a social circle around you that is very much part of a bought-in system of this matrix that we live in, without succumbing to it and carrying some of the weight of it. To let go of the weight of it, to see the illusion for what it is, and to stop participating in the illusion is also to let go of others that do want to still hold on to the illusion, that want to hold on to the matrix. So, background. As we sit here in a space of lucidity, as awakened earth anchors that daily co-create from that awoke, very clear, the universe, hands wide open to you, offering the opportunity to make the day, hour by hour, and the life that you choose to participate in, so that the timeline of your creation is much more in alignment with your soul's desire rather than your ego's complicity and your unconscious aspects of yourself co-creating with the herd, mostly asleep, mostly directed by other forces, are creating. You get to remember the most basic fact. The most basic fact is that we are in an eternal dance of light and dark. We are in an eternal dance of light and dark. Whether you're human, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, inner earth, whatever sentience, higher sentience you happen to be, the universe plays itself out. Always. In a dance, in a pull, in a cycle of light and dark, harvesting energy, pulling upon the souls, the light, the eternality of all sentience. And you have to ask yourself, what are you about in this lifetime? Are you about the light? Do you want to play in the dark? What role do you have to play when you choose? And if you're an earth anchor, like me, there's no question, you're here for the light. And the only way you can play big in the light is to wake up and remember who you are. And that you get to choose at what level you participate. So unplug with me today long enough to look at where you put your time every single day. Is it in a job that doesn't feed you? Is it in a relationship that drains you? Is it living on land that does not nurture you? Is it being part of organizations and committees and commitments that are not holding reciprocity and rapport for you? When's the last time you went outside and felt completely immersed and one with creation? This is what earth anchoring is about. It's about knowing you're choosing every moment, and you get to re-choose at every moment. And the light will have you, and the dark will seduce you. And everyone's in this game. And we are at the last legs of the big show. There are going to be some changes, but your clarity about who you are and what you are here for and what you will actively participate in makes all the difference in how you round up on the finale of this and experience the glory of what is to come. We're earth anchors. Help us hold the peace.